All right, welcome. Here's that's my fake plastic temporary crown. Hope you enjoyed that. I gotta get to bed. It is 3 o'clock. It is past my bedtime. I just picked my daughter up from school and dropped her off. And now I am going to brine these steaks. And yeah, after I brine them, I'm going straight to bed. But I figured, well, I might as well make the coffee while I'm brining the steaks. So I'm just gonna boil some water here while we talk. That way when I wake up, the coffee will be made, the steaks will be brined. I can heat up the coffee, make the steaks, eat them, go to work. My throat is sore right now, but I don't think it's anything germ-wise. I think it's just that I had the dentist and the attendant with their fingers in my mouth, and I was swallowing a lot of ground up tooth and choking for a very long time. And I think that's what's got my throat feeling bad. Anyway, step one when it comes to brining steaks is dry the steaks. So here's our selections, our steak selections. Unfortunately, there's one steak that's kind of sort of big, and then there's two kind of small steaks. This would be a perfect setup for me and my kids, but it's not really what I have in mind. So I think when I bought these, the plan was to have 1.5 for 2 nights. But what I'm probably going to do, because the weekend is basically upon us, is I'll probably have the biggest one tonight, and then I'll have steak and eggs with the other two over the weekend. That's what I'm thinking at this point. So anyway, stay tuned and find out how I actually decide to eat these things. But right now, I'm just going to dry and brine. So, for those of you at home following along, get your steaks, put them on a cutting board or whatever, and just dry them off. These steaks were frozen. I took them out this morning, and they're not frozen, but they're still quite cold. So by the time I get up this evening, they will be proper temperature. But sadly, I wish they were a bit warmer now, because more of the moisture would be out of them and I could dry them off better. But everything is not perfect, as Bas Rutten in his Dutch accent used to say. Everything is not perfect. All right, here we go. Grab the salt. Now, if you've got a coarser grain salt, kosher salt, sea salt, something like that, probably better. I'm just using this old-fashioned table salt, NaCl, halite, or halite, depending on your pronunciation. That's the name for salt, halite. Sodium carbonate, NaCl, no, sodium chlorine, sodium chloride, ions. Anyway, this is iodized, which means it has iodine added to prevent goiter. Goiter, as you well know, is a is a condition where you don't have enough iodine in your diet and your thyroid gland gets very big. The solution to prevent goiter is iodine. And how they did it in the West is they added it to salt, or halite, table salt. That's why the salt is iodized table salt. Make sure we all get enough iodine in our diets, which is necessary for health, and the vast majority of the iodine in your body, probably 90+% of it, is all in your thyroid. Your thyroid gland. You get a big goiter. I've got a big Adam's apple. It's not a goiter. But anyway. I'll be right back. I'm going to make the coffee. 1 second, please. Oh. So in other news, I did do my bike riding. I did 600 calories on the bike today. I did that over 11 miles. I tried to keep the RPMs at about 80. And yeah, I burned up a little more than 600 calories to get to 11 miles, so I was quite happy with that. It was hard. I listened to an album of Prince's music while I did it. Yesterday, if I didn't tell you, I don't think I mentioned it. I might have mentioned it in today's earlier video. I boxed 7-round southpaw yesterday, so I was happy with that too. So tomorrow I will, no, orthodox. I boxed orthodox yesterday. Tomorrow I will do southpaw. I like to alternate, as you may know. And because tomorrow is Friday, I may also ride the bike. Days I don't work, I might box and ride the bike. I don't want to overdo it, so I haven't decided on that yet, but I'll certainly box, and I may also ride the bike. Let's see. I'll let you know. I was going to do a shaving video, but I just trimmed my beard. I cut off my beard with the electric razor because I was going to the dentist. I didn't want to look too caveman-like, and with people all over my face and chin and whatnot, I figured it'd be more comfortable without the scruff. So I will be doing a shaving video this weekend for sure. So tomorrow's Friday. That's basically the story. All right, so once I get this coffee made, the steaks are brined. I dried them, I salted them, and now I just let them come up to room temperature, ambient temperature, and then I'll wash the pan, and everything will be lovely. So when I wake up, I'll fry those steaks, and there will be meat. I'll have a nice steak tonight, and I'll have 2 smaller steaks for the weekend. So that should be fine. Alright, so that just about clues us up. I'm going to go to bed now and hopefully get 6 hours of sleep, and then I'll get up and we can resume our cooking of the steaks. So until next time, who loves your baby? This guy, don't forget about it. Also remember, you're somebody's favorite person out there, probably mine. So until next time, which will be later on this evening, love you and talk to you then. Goodbye.